Hey everyone, I thought I would take a minute and talk about knife sharpening. So when I started making knives, I started using Arkansas stones with oil and water, and I moved to some different kind of, the angled ceramic sticks that you would go between, and those things work, and I'm not going to disparage those things because I know some people really believe in them, but I have found a way that I can get as good or better of an edge in a tenth of the amount of time and effort. And so I wanted to talk about what that is today. It's the Razorsharp Edgemaking System. Basically, in a nutshell, it's a couple of paper wheels that you put on a bench grinder. And one of them is a slotted wheel, which is for a final polish on the edge. And the other is a gridded wheel, which is what you use to take material off to start putting your edge back on a knife, or to put the initial edge on a knife that you've made. I have used this system for knives I have made. I've used it for kitchen knives, and I've used it for pocket knives. I have used it for larger knives. And I use this system. This is what I sharpened my sword for the episode of Forged in Fire that I was on. The small sword that I won the episode with was sharpened on this machine right here. To say that I have tested this machine is no joke. I have tested this product and I believe in it. And so I just wanted to take a minute and talk about it. So anyway, like I said, you have a slotted wheel and you have a gridded wheel, and it's really simple the way this works. I'm going to have a link in the comments below where you can go to the manufacturer's website and get information about how to properly mount the wheels. I think they're designed to spin at 3,600 RPM, but you can spin them slower if you want. It just takes a little while longer. I'm using these wheels on a standard Ryobi 6-inch bench grinder, and I have been for a long time, and it works great for me. So real quick, here's how it works. You take your knife, edge down. The wheels are spinning towards you. You start on the gridded wheel, and I'm just going to start with, I'm going to take 3 passes. 1, 2, that's 1 pass. 1, 2, 2 passes. 1, 2, 3 passes. So 3 passes on each side for a total of 3 back and forth, So I'm going to do 3 back and forth on the gridded wheel, and then I'm going to finish with 3 back and forth on the slotted wheel. This is just a kitchen knife from my kitchen that needed some sharpening. It's a little paring knife. It is not super sharp. It will not cut hair. It might cut paper. Not really. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how fast I can get an edge on this knife. So it comes with some jeweler's rouge. I'm going to touch that to the polishing wheel. It also comes with some grit and a little cake of wax that you can use on the gridded wheel. But I've already done that, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Again, you can look at the manufacturer's instructions to see more about that. But so I'm going to go. So it's just like grinding at a belt grinder. I stay with my elbows tight, locked in, and I really kind of use my whole body. That's 1 pass to the right. One pass to the left. One pass to the right. One pass to the left. You'll notice that I'm pulling the knife away as the tip gets near the end. I'm not letting that tip drag off, so because I don't want to round out the end of my knife. So let me go one more time. So hopefully what I've done now is I've raised a wire edge down the edge, down the length of the edge of the knife. And so now I'm going to use the buffing wheel to knock that wire edge off and polish the edge out. Again, edge down, wheel spinning forward towards you. I think that's 2. All right. So you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it polishes the edge of this knife. And that polish that the slotted wheel gives you is like doing a really good strop on a belt. So now you saw how quick that was. I was only on the grinder for 3 passes on each side. So a minute ago, it's pretty dull. So here's my arm. Let's see if I can shave some hair off here. Yeah, I got a nice pile of hair here. I don't know if you can see that. But, so there's my, the light is messing with it, but I got a bare spot on my arm now. Right in there. So, it's pretty sharp. Like I said, this is a product that I've been using for quite a while. I've been really happy with it. It's super simple. If you've got a bench grinder, you can get these wheels in different sizes. I think you can get them 6, 8, 10 inch. These are the 8 inch or the 8 3/4 inch. Let me stop that. Let's see. Yeah, these are the 8 3/4 inch with a 1/2 inch, 5/8 to 1/2 inch bushing on there. So it comes with with an adapter to fit different arbor sizes. But yeah, I've been really happy with this system. It's sped up. It's sped up my knife sharpening process at the end of making a knife by leaps and bounds, and it's very reliable. Like I said, I've had these. I think I've had this set of wheels now for about 3 years, and I can't even tell that I've knocked it back any. I mean, you can regrit the gritted wheel with the grit that they send you. I think the process for that, and again, I haven't had to regrit mine, so I think the process for that is to take a 60 grit piece of sandpaper, and while it's spinning, you clean the wheel, and then you go back with an adhesive and you sprinkle the grit on and roll it around slowly until the grit is equally covering on the wheel, and you let that dry a little bit, and then you knock the loose grit off, and you're ready to go again. You hit the newly gritted wheel with a little bit of this wax, and you're good to go. The slotted wheel, you can clean it up the same way. If it gets built up with wax that transfers from this wheel over to this wheel, you can just hit the flat face of this wheel with a piece of 60 grit sandpaper and clean that off. And I've done that a few times. I've even cleaned up kind of the edges while it's running to square it up true again. But I've been really happy with it. I highly recommend it to you guys if you're looking for a quick and easy way to sharpen your knives. I think it's just phenomenal. So anyway, again, that's a Razorsharp Edgemaking System, and I'll put a link down below. So if you've got one of these and you really like it, or if you've got problems with it or something, let me hear about it in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear what you think. But from my personal experience, I really, really like the product. So thanks for watching.